your boy. Hey, 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 hey. YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy, Otis Blue, coming to you with another freaking video live. What's up, man? Sorry, I didn't get to you guys yesterday live. I was in a lot of pain. I injured my left leg. It sucks. Trying to play basketball, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to stay young. Tore my Achilles. If any of you guys have an Achilles injury, please be free to comment. Let me know what y'all, how did y'all get over it? How did y'all recover? I would be very grateful for any advice. But about to see the orthopedic tomorrow and see what we're gonna do. Maybe have surgery. I don't like surgery, so I might opt into the non-operative route. So that's what's been going on. So I decided not to do a video yesterday. I didn't even have any meds. I was just being tough, trying to be tough and, take the pain. That's what us soldiers do. But we're here today. I got some meds. Feeling a little good. Still feel a little bit of pain, feeling a little good. So we're gonna make this a quick little live video, show y'all what the update is for today. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in the charts. Y'all ready for this? I saw y'all comments on the last video. Thanks for the engagement. You guys been rocking. Cool. Let's get these views up. Let's get these subscribers up. Because I be watching a lot of YouTube, crypto YouTubers channels, and dude, I think I'm better than a lot of them as far as just straight information and not blabbering around. And I don't like the drama that a lot of them be having. I love Crypto Banter's channel, but it seems like he just like drama, man. He be bashing Crypto Wendy, making fun of her sometimes, and then bashing BitBoy Crypto. Maybe they have beef, I don't know. But dude, when you're a big YouTube channel like that, keep the drama to the minimum. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. You're just too big. Like, stop talking about people. If they're talking about you, okay, fine. Y'all address that on the side. But like, come on, man, we're old. We're not like 20 years old anymore. Everybody knows the BitBoy drama. So of course he's making it public. They made their shit public, with stealing his shit and all that stuff. Sorry for cursing. Stealing his channel and all that stuff. So of course he's gonna address it publicly. They addressed him publicly. He's gonna address them publicly. So he got his own stuff going on. But that's what he's doing. Other than that, he's laying low. And every time I watch Crypto Banter, it's just like little nitpicky things that he just be throwing out there. I don't understand why. I don't know why they don't like each other or whatever. But like, we here for crypto. We're not here for drama. Like, let's get this, let's get this off the bat. Like, chill out with the drama. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got going on in the charts. What we got going on in the charts? Hey. All right. So let's see here. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, obviously, first, right? Yesterday, I told you guys on my first stream, I told you guys we was going to have a little bounce. Y'all saw the bounce. I told y'all. Remember, I was like, this is that little area. We're gonna come down, and then we had a little bounce. We had the bounce. You see my indicator right here, indicating that we're gonna go up. We had that bounce. If any of y'all played that, uh, um, was that yesterday? No, 2 days. That was like day before yesterday, because I didn't record yesterday. You would have had a nice little 3% pump, 3% pump, 10x leverage. That would have been 30% on your account. So hopefully some of you guys got into that. I got into a trade. I didn't catch the whole 3%. I got about 1 point something percent. So I think it was like around a little 14% on the account gain. Now I got into a short. What I was looking at here, I'm on the 4-hour, right? This might be a bad trade, so I don't know. Like, I'm not an investor advisor or anything like that, so don't follow any trades that I do. All right, I'm just a guy on YouTube. I have trading experience, but I'm not certified. That's what we gotta say, right? So don't follow anything that I do. I'm just showing you guys what I do, right? But I did take a short here because now that I think my area here is resistance. So I got out, got my little 14% gain. We have some resistance here, so I went short. The reason why I say it might be a bad trade, because if you look here on the daily, we're oversold, and we have support here on this 100 moving day average, around 39,000, 39,344 ish area. This candle here, that was 2 days ago. This came down, got all of these people liquidated, then it shoot back up, and then obviously that's where we had the bounce. But this is springy right here, so this might be a little support. This might be a little support area that we got to look out for. Hey, what's up, Goku? Just got your message. Can Hex 1000x? Of course, Hex 1000x. Hex is the sleeper, man. Hex can definitely 1000x, bro. Everybody knows that. What I was saying. So yeah, on this bounce, we're getting some resistance right here. So, but I went short based off of the 4-hour chart because we're oversold and we have the little cross. All of my indicators are crossing. So I went short here, but I have a tight stop loss. My stop loss is right above this candle. That's going to be about 1.79%, which will be about 17.9%. So I use 10x leverage, right? But this could be the down trade that takes us here, which can give us, let's see, we get on this Fibonacci level right here, about 36,000 on the next drop down. That's 9.63%, which will be 100% gain. Close to 100%, that'll be 96.3% gain, right? So that's what I'm looking for. And if we shoot through that, so I see a lot of people, obviously they're looking for that 31K. If this do like some death candles all the way down here to the 31K area, which everybody so happens to want it to go to, that could be a, let's see, 31K right up in here. Yeah, that could be a 22% drop, 20%-ish drop from here, which is possible. Bitcoin loves to do those drops like that, and I think that would be it. I mean, I don't know if we can go or need to go any further than that to like get out all the fake people and shake out all the fakers before we go up. But that's that 22% drop. If I see it go past this 36 level, I'll probably hold this trade. If I'm not taken out by then, because my stop is tight right up here. So there could be a candle that shoots up and takes me out and then go down. That usually happens, but I'm usually quick in getting back in. So we'll see. But if that goes down and I stay in the trade, trailing my stop all the way down here at 31K, that is a 22% plus 10 X leverage. That's 220%. So we can make some buku money on this drop. And then that's when you're gonna load all your bags back up and shoot, get that nice entry. Imagine getting a 31,000 entry on Bitcoin before it hits to the moon to 100K. Let's say you have one Bitcoin and you have one Bitcoin and you get in at 31K, right? And that goes to 100K. That's pretty much a 3x gain on Bitcoin. And everybody's like, oh, Bitcoin, getting no 10x out of Bitcoin. Yes, you can. If you take your one Bitcoin, right, and you do spot USD, not USDT. I have videos where I show you guys this. You do spot USD. Most all these exchanges offer USD in Bitcoin. You can trade the underlying coin, not in US dollars, but in the coin. So you put a 1x leverage. Just use 1x leverage, maybe 2x. I wouldn't do 2x because the liquidation will be a little bit, but a 1x leverage, your liquidation will be so far that you will be safe. You getting in at 31K, 1x leverage. If the price goes to 100K, your Bitcoin will turn from 1 Bitcoin to 3 Bitcoins on a 1x leverage because it's times 3. So instead of you making, let's do our little trusty calculator, right? Little trusty calculator. I mean, you can do this out of head, but I know you guys like to see numbers. So you do 1 Bitcoin and it goes to 100K. Thing moving a little slow, but let's get it. Let's get it. What's up, Provi? I see you popping up. I see you popping up in here. So you do your 1 Bitcoin, and let's say Bitcoin goes to 100K, right? Where everybody wants it to go. So if you get that nice entry at 31K, if you get a nice entry at 31K, so you go 100,000 divided by 31,000 equals, that's a 3.22x gain on Bitcoin, right? So your 1 Bitcoin times 3.22 equals 3.22. So you would end up having 3.22 Bitcoins. You guys following me? You guys will have you will turn your 1 Bitcoin into 3.22 Bitcoin. Instead, if you do this in USDT, if you just hold your 1 Bitcoin and it goes to 100,000, you 3x your 1 Bitcoin, but you still only have one. You still only have, well, you didn't 3x your Bitcoin. You just 3x how much your Bitcoin is worth. So your 1 Bitcoin will be worth 100,000. So you 3x your US dollars, value of it. So instead of it being worth 31,000, it'll be worth 100,000, but you still only have 1 Bitcoin. Now, like I said, if you do it this way with the USD, your Bitcoin will be worth, you will have 3.22 Bitcoin using your 1 Bitcoin, but instead of it being worth 100,000, it'll be worth, let's see, 100,000 times 3.22 equals, it'll be worth 322,000. So you see what I'm saying? This is what I do, right? And a lot of these Influencers don't talk about this. They talk about these big leverage trades. Use 10 to 20x, 50x, 10x, all these different leverage trades. Leverage is not bad if you using it 1 to 2x leverage, right? Maybe even 3x leverage. But I would just use 1x leverage because of the strategy I said. And that's why when you look at the exchanges, they only offer this in certain coins. Most exchanges only offering like 4 or 5 coins. It's always Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Polkadot. I see Polkadot on a lot of exchanges. You can do that with. What else? Cardano, ADA. Usually just those 5 coins. You can find that strategy. And so what I do, all 5 of those coins, I do the strategy in, right? Because you can't beat it. If you have 1 Bitcoin and you just hold it and it goes to 100K, you're only gonna have 100,000 worth, you know, worth of 1 Bitcoin. But why not turn that 1 Bitcoin into 3? You're gonna hold it anyway, so just hold it, put a 1x leverage on it. Your liquidation will be so far, if it's not going down to 10K or 5K. So hold it and then triple your Bitcoin worth. You got to start thinking not in cash, but in the coin and how much coins you have. That's why I wish they had this in PulseChain, where you can do this leverage trading in PulseChain, maybe like a 1x. I think they do. I think I saw Richard Hart posted something about being able to short PulseChain and long PulseChain with leverage. I don't know. I overlooked that message, but that would be dope. I wouldn't short Pulse, but I would put leverage on a long. Because why not? If you have 1 billion PulseChain tokens, why not put a 1x leverage on it? And when it does 100x, now you have 100 billion Pulse. I mean, yeah, this is why some of these secrets I keep to myself, because a lot of these YouTubers don't talk about it. But dude, I keep telling you, when this bull run is over, and I'm gonna have, because I'm recording all these trades and all this stuff, I'm gonna have so much documentation and videos showing my strategies and what I was able to accomplish in the bull run. And I'm gonna post all of them after the bull. I'm not gonna post them during the bull run because I'm gonna be so busy trying to make sure I capitalize on these trades. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing my live streams and my videos, but I'm gonna be talking about this stuff because this is what you really need to, like, for people that don't have that much cash and that much money. These are the best strategies to use. Not 20x leverage trying to turn $1,000 to 200,000 using 50x leverage and stuff. No, you gotta learn these strategies. It's low leverage, but you still need a little bit of leverage if you have no money. That's just how it works anyway. But back to what I was saying, this Bitcoin trade could be a loser, this short I did, because on the daily, like I showed you guys, it's oversold, and you already had two signals saying that it might go up. So I could get liquidated. It could come up here and then come back down like this. Or sometimes, it can stay in an overbought or oversold range for a while. Like if you go back here, you can see, look at this. It'll stay up there for a while when it's going, and it can stay down here for a while when it's dumping too. So you never know what's gonna happen, but you just can't be watching. So that's my analogy for Bitcoin. But we're gonna see if this crosses back. Obviously, I'm gonna get out before it even hits my stop. If I see a cross back up, I'm just gonna get out. So that's that for Bitcoin. Today I did a trade on gold. I made about $800. today. So it was a good day on gold. I did 2 trades today, gold and Aptos. So I got in here. I got in yesterday, last night, because you guys know gold's futures is 24/7, just like crypto. It only closes on the weekends, so there's no trading on Saturdays. It opens up on Sunday after 5 p.m., but there's no trading, and it closes at 5 p.m. on Fridays. Opens back up on Sunday at 5 p.m. So yeah, if you guys are interested in trading futures, I love futures. You just gotta have a little bit of cash for margin, because they use margin. They hold margin while you're trading. So you need a little bit of cash to have in your account to be able to trade it. But futures are great and it moves quick. Like I literally made 800 bucks in, I would say, 40 minutes of trading. But yeah, I got in. I had my stuff set yesterday, last night, like around 11. Um, somewhere up in here is when I set my order. I was just on the couch watching TV. I saw this coming, and I saw this was about to turn into a signal. So this was around here, and I set my little order in down here. Boom, and as soon as the market opened, right up in here, you see, uh, right up in here, because the market opens at 9:30, between here and here. Candle was riding, and I got it right up in here. Boom, 800 and something dollars I made today. 8 point. You see that 8 point? It was like 8 point something. And you guys know every dollar move in gold is worth $100, because it's $10 a tick, and one tick is worth is 10 cents. So futures, you gotta watch some videos on it if you guys want me to do videos on it. But futures, each futures are different. So to trade gold futures, you need 10,000. I think it's like 10,000 or $11,000 for margin. So you got to have minimum $10,000 in your account. And then when you place a trade, that's for one contract. So if you're trading 2 contracts, obviously you need 20,000. 3 contracts, you need 30,000. 4 contracts, you need 40,000, and so forth. Right? For one contract, you need minimum $10,000. And then when you place a trade, your broker holds the $10,000 because that's used for margin, and then you're in your trade. And then whether you win, if you win, it adds to your bag. If you lose, they take it away from your margin holdings, your holdings. So that's how futures work, right? And it's quick. And the reason I like futures is because it's cash settled every day. It's not like stocks where stock can take up to 3 days to settle. But futures are cash settled every day. At the end of the day, it's settled and it's right into your account. Yeah, so you guys see, this is why I got into it. This is my markings here. It has a little downtrend, but it looks like it's a little flag. So I think we're gonna have some more upside. I didn't draw the pole, the flag pole, but if you look here, this looks like a bull flag to me, but it's a little slanted. So that's why I didn't really draw, because a bull flag, usually your pole should be like this. Getting some lessons here today. Your pole should be like this. It should be a straight pole, and then your flag should be, it should be able to connect, and your flag should be a little bit more up. This bull flag is a little, it looks like it could be a bull flag. But it's a little different. It looks like it's like this kind of, like a slanted bull flag. So that's why I didn't really draw the pole. But I knew it's definitely gonna bounce off, because if you see price hit here, boom here, up, boom here, up, touch up, boom here, come up now, and then it's bouncing. So now it's joining with this trend going that way, and I think this is a good support. So we could either bounce and keep going. If it breaks this, we're going back up to all-time highs. I showed y'all in my first live. Um, it breaks this trend, I'm going long. And I think we're gonna hit all-time highs again with gold. So you guys need to be trading gold and Bitcoin because gold and Bitcoin moves in tandem. If Bitcoin goes up, gold's going up too because they're both store of values, right? So people like Bitcoin and gold simultaneously. So if this thing breaks, we're gonna see all-time highs, which was around here, right up. It was like 2,144. If that goes here, that's an easy one contract. You get into this one contract. If it breaks here, we shoot back up to all-time highs. Boom. One contract will net you 113.8 times 100. That's $11,380. Boom, easy, one contract. So yeah, I might put like 2 or 3 contracts on that trade. That's gonna be a big trade. Like this could be your gains for the rest of the year. Because obviously, like my goal is minimum 6 figures for the year in trading. So just in gold alone, if I get this on one trade, let's say I do 4 contracts on this, I see 11,380 times 4, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's it's gonna be almost more than 50K on one trade. So you have half your salary in one trade. Like this, how you guys got to be looking at this stuff. And then your stop loss will be right below this, so it's not like you're gonna be losing too much. It's what, 2,000? That'll be $2,867 stop loss to make 2,867 to make. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, because we're getting in on a break. The break will probably be somewhere around here, right? Yeah. No, it's more like 3,000. Let's say 3,000 because we don't know where it's gonna break. But your stop loss will be, you definitely want your stop loss underneath this line. So about $3,000 to make $11,000. You can't beat that. Definitely can't beat that. What else? 1 second, y'all. That's my daughter. uh yeah, so yeah, that's that for gold. And then obviously S&P, also these S&P and NASDAQ. I mean, they do similar things. Like if I click this, it's gonna look almost similar. Look, NASDAQ is breaking down now. I'm probably about to short this tonight. Yeah, you see this? This thing going down. So you want to get in. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all to get in, but I'm probably gonna short this tonight. There's probably gonna be a down market tomorrow, right? Because that's going underneath the 50-day moving average. We already had a close. If this closes below, I'm probably gonna short that. Have my stop right up here. Boom. Nice tight stop. But yeah, that still look like that might be a good trade for tomorrow. That's the NASDAQ. S&P, similar. This thing been running for a while, so I'm looking for this to cool off. Let's see where the daily is at. The daily overbought. Boom. The daily on the NASDAQ's overbought as well. These things, I think these about to drop, guys. At least to cool off. So in this NASDAQ one, maybe I can get a retracement back to this area. That would be 523, 515, 500, about 525. Let's round it off around there. Pips. So that'll be about $1,000 gain on one contract, right? And you can trade a couple contracts. NASDAQ, for your info, NASDAQ contracts not that much either. NASDAQ and the E-mini futures for S&P, they're both not that expensive. The mini is like 4,000, I think, or 2,000. One of them is 4,000. One of them is like 2,000. So you guys can afford that for sure. This is why I think you guys should be trading this type of stuff, right? And you making cash every day. Um, and then I think that's the E minis, right? And then you got the main S&P one. That one's like 14,000. And that gives you like $50 every dollar move. Um, this one gives you the E mini, the micro contract for the S&P gives you like $5 per dollar move, right? So yeah, and then the Nasdaq gives you like $2 for every dollar move, right? So if the Nasdaq dips $200, you make $400, right? So it's pretty. The math is pretty easy. Like, so you guys getting it, man. You guys getting some lessons out here. All right, so that's it for that. Like I said, Aptos. I did an Aptos trade. I'm actually still in that Aptos trade. Uh, I think I'm up 10% in that. Let me see. I usually draw it in. I got in somewhere up here. Somewhere up here. I think I'm up like 10%. Because I did a 3x on it. I didn't do a big, or probably 15% because it was right here, right? Yeah, 6, 12, yeah, 15 or 18%. I'm up on that. I'm trying to hold it to get here, but I'm bringing my stop loss down on the 4-hourly chart. So each candle, I usually move my stop loss. And this what you guys need to be doing, trailing your stops. You see how these candles move in a stair pattern. You want to trail your stop to protect you, because let's say you don't trail your stop and then you have these wicks. Let's just say, for example, this you got in here, right? And you've been holding this all the way, boom. You're making like 7%. You're like, oh my god, I'm up 10%. Then you didn't trail your stop, right? So let's say you get in here. This candle was like 7 in the morning. And let's say you saw this at 7, you just woke up, you go brush your teeth, all that stuff. When you're done brushing your teeth, taking a shower, next thing you come back, then you get this candle, right? So you saw everything here, you're like, damn, I'm up like what was that, 12%. Then you go do all that, and then you come back to your screen, and then this candle comes, knock you out, boom, all the way back up here. Take all your gains. That's why you want to trail your stop, trail your stop, trail your stop. So even if your trail stop was here, instead of 12%, you would still took out maybe 8%. You got to trail your stops, guys. Well, yeah, after this trade, I'm going to be holding. Let's see. Pulse. So I went ahead and draw all my zones on the pulse chart so you guys can see it every time I pull it up. All you PulseChainians. Goku, you said you're at work. When can I retire? Dude, you're gonna be able to retire soon. Trust me. This is my first bull run. How about you tell us about the last bull run? Dude, the last bull run, um, was good. I talk about it in some of my old videos. Well, not old videos, but some of my older videos. Hold on, let me tell my wife I'm recording. About to finish. Oh, she's asking me about what I want to eat. Not sure what I want to eat. Right. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Goku says you want to know some info on the last bull run. So last bull run was exciting, guys. And I have a group with just me and my like close friends. We go over like you know during the bull run we have our little it's like maybe 15 of us in there. So it's very small and we share everything like our our portfolios, what we're buying is it's kind of like a little private group. I think I might um do a Patreon, but like so it can be like small. I don't want a big Patreon where it's like thousands of people in there. Maybe I could do a Patreon and have maybe like 50 of you guys or 20 something of you guys in there. Um, maybe do something like that where it's small because you don't want when you have too much it becomes like a pump in them. Because a lot of these YouTubers don't know, but I'm in their Patreons. Like I have cash, so I join their Patreons and all their stuff and see what they're doing. So a lot of these dudes are scamming. A lot of these YouTubers, I'm not gonna name names because I'm on YouTube, but I'm in a lot of their groups. A lot of their groups. They didn't even know I'm in their groups because obviously I don't use my name, but I'm in a lot of their groups. And yeah, I'm wasting money paying for these groups, but I just sign up to see what they're doing, what they're posting. I'm in their groups. You YouTuber, I'm in your group. A lot of them are scammy. They be posting coins and talking about stuff, and they already have these tokens. As soon as you buy it, all I remember like one of them. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm not even gonna say the name, but every time this dude posts something that he's about to get in, I would literally go and pull the coin up on like Dex screener, um, and within like 2 minutes, the coin will be up like 10x or like 5x. I'm like, how is that even possible? There's no way. Like, if you just introducing a coin that's not even how much people in the group. Like, it's just too sneaky. But anyway, last bull run, since you guys want to know, what I learned from last bull run is narratives is where it's at, guys. Last bull run for me was it started off slow because I like you guys, I was focusing on just trying to focus on the big names, right? I had like one Bitcoin. I was like, all I need is one Bitcoin. I had like one Bitcoin, like 20 something Ethereums. I'm like, if I have 20 something Ethereums, if Ethereum go to 20K, I'm gonna be rich. If Bitcoin goes to 500,000, I'm gonna be rich. Well, we thought it was gonna go to 100,000. So I was like, oh, if we get 100,000, I'm gonna have 100,000 in Bitcoin. I'm gonna have like 200 to 400,000 in Ethereum. I had ADA, XRP. I wasn't doing all the little in the beginning. I wasn't doing the little coins like the the crazy altcoins. I was just doing like big names. Then I remember like February, March is when I started hearing like you know get into like some Dogecoin and like Shiba and all these different things, right? So Shiba was the next one. I got into Shiba. I put like a little 5K because I didn't trust it at the time. I didn't trust it. I was like, this coin is weird. I don't know. I don't trust these meme coins. And Shiba started pumping, but I was so scared. I turned my 5K into Shiba. I remember it was on Qcoin. I was trading on Qcoin. I turned the 5K into like 50 something K. And as soon as I saw the number, I was like, I'm out. And my dumb self sold the whole thing. And Shiba then continued to pump like crazy. I could have had like 500K in Shiba, literally. Because I was like I didn't want it, and this is gonna happen to a lot of you guys. You if you gotta find a way to how do you say it? Believe in the coin? I don't know, not believe in the coin, but you gotta find a way to maximize the gains. Obviously, I wasn't looking at a Shiba chart. I was just literally, following Shiba from like Twitter and stuff like that. And any bad thing I see, it would like make me nervous. But now, these coins, I can actually follow them on Dex Screener, because Dex Screener was just pretty much brand new. It wasn't that popular in the last bull run. It was just becoming popular. So, and a lot of these coins wasn't on like Coin Market Cap, or you couldn't find them on Trading View, stuff like that. But now you have Dex Screener, because like now, look, I can pull up PulseChain on Dex Screener, but you can't really pull this up on Trading View or like Coin Market Cap. So now we help us track, and I can see if Shiba hits a max like up here. I can see, oh, it's overboard, time to get out, and I can trail it instead of selling that, taking a 50K. I can trail it and maybe capitalize, and. So that's what I learned from last bull run. And then Shiba was one. Blocktopia, I remember. I'm obviously, I live in the US, right? So launch pads was like, I'm telling you guys, launch pads is gonna be dope in the next bull run as well. In this bull run coming up, launch pads are the key, man. So if you're in the US, you gotta find a way to get into launch pads, obviously, because you got a KYC, you can't get approved for them. So I couldn't get approved for KYC for launch pads. So, but I do know people in other countries. Obviously, I was in the military. I'm not in the military anymore, but I was in the military during the last bull run. So I've been to different countries, and I know people in other countries. So I called up a few people. One of my buddies that was living in another country. I was like, dude, let's go half and half on launch pads. He's like, launch pads? What the hell is that? I was like, and I explained him to the launch pads. I was like, dude, we're gonna sign up under you. I'm gonna fund it. I'm gonna give you 20% of whatever I make. I take the rest because I'm funding it. You're not doing anything. I just need you just sign up and give me the login and passwords and all that stuff. But it's gonna be under you. He's like, oh yeah, whatever. So he pretty much made a free 20% off everything I was making. And launch pads, let me tell you, I had coins like Blocktopia did like more than 100x, like crazy numbers, right? Uh, but obviously Blocktopia had us locked up. I had coins locked up and staked, and so I didn't max. That was dumb. I'm not staking nothing. This bull run, I'm not locking up my coins for nothing, right? So, but the thing is with launch pads, you're gonna get a certain allocation, and then they're gonna release a certain amount to you. So, but if you're in the higher tiers, you got to be in the higher tiers. Like so, for me, this bull run, I'm pretty much getting all the big launch pads. Launch pads, I pretty much have them all. Like I've been investing in all the launch pads. That not all of them, but the big ones, right? And I get the highest tier. So you get the highest tier. That way you could put the most money in. Because if you're in the lower tier, you may only be able to put $50 into a coin. And then let's say you're $50, you put into a Blocktopia, and it does 100x, your $50 is going to turn into, what's 50 times 100? $5,000, right? But they only release 10% when it launches. So out of that 5,000, you're only going to get $500 worth, right? Because then they release it every month. It's like 10%, 10%. And some launch pads do it differently. So that's the only thing I didn't like. And because I wasn't in the higher tiers back then, we was in like a few of the lower ones. Now I'm in the higher tiers because last bull run was my learning cycle, and then uh, you know, gaming was big last cycle as well. Last bull run, gaming, AI, you guys know that. NFTs, of course, and I got into some NFTs, but I was late. So I made most of my big money off of altcoins, because like I said, I was in the big meme coins at first, and then when Bitcoin started peaking, I started selling. I pretty much was out of all my Bitcoin. I had one Bitcoin, and when it was like at like 60,000, 58,000, I sold all of it and I put all that money into altcoins. So that's how I started making those. Remember, I told you my account was up to like 3 point something million. That's when I took all that money I got out of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I was selling Ethereum as well. I had like 20 something Ethereums, and I was just selling them as because Ethereum was pumping like crazy. um, and I was selling Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I was putting them into like altcoins, just random altcoins that you know people was talking about. And I was on Twitter a lot, YouTube, of course. You got to be on all these different channels to see what they're trying to pump. So whenever a coin would be talked about, I would try to get into it before I run. And then if let's say I put 5,000 into it, if it did like a 3 or 4x, I get out. I wasn't waiting for like 100x and stuff because I had enough money to where I could buy a bunch of stuff, put 5, 10,000 in it, get like a 3 to 4 or 5x, maybe 5x. But I was looking for 200 to 300% gains in certain things. I would get out. So you can do that. Like let's say you make 200K right off of Bitcoin when it pumps, then you sell out all your Bitcoin because Bitcoin is going to hit a number because Bitcoin does it first, then the altcoins come. So you take all your money out of Bitcoin and then start putting in these altcoins, and then but you don't put all of it in one. Like you're not going to take 200K and just put it on like you know Hex or something. Obviously, we believe in Hex and stuff, but you want to diversify it. Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, ADA, XRP, whatever, Star Atlas, whatever gaming, all these different narratives, right? And then, but you're putting like 5,000, 10,000, so you're getting a bunch, and you're gonna try to triple or quadruple each one of those. That's how you build it up, because you don't. If you just put it on 1 or 2 coins, that's gambling. Those 2 coins might not do numbers. And then out of when you diversify it, one of those diversifications, that's something's just gonna pop off so much where it's that can be the hit, the home run. If you get a bunch of coins, you only need one to do 1,000x. One, and that can set you free. Like my buddy, he was in Matic. Matic was one of his coins. Matic was his 1,000x, and that's how he made his millions. Like I didn't get into Matic, but he hit the lotto with Matic. My lotto was Blocktopia, but my dumb fumbled the bag like with Blocktopia, so I didn't get the max because Blocktopia I think almost did 1,000x. I know I had a couple of 100x's in that, but yeah. So it's a learning. Hopefully you guys are listening, and you guys, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. I'm in Crypto Galaxy Patreon. Oh, I'm not in that one. I gotta look at that one um and see what what they're doing. But these Patreons, so what we do too, like I tell you, in my close friends group, it's like 15 of us. All of us are in Patreon groups. What we do is we share what they're talking about amongst ourselves. So we're paying for these groups, but but we always share. So like say I'm in this person's group and my buddy's in that person's group. So what all the groups I'm in, they're not in it. We try to make sure we're in groups, but we share what we learn from each group, and then we have our own little group. You know what I'm saying? That's how we share wealth. And then we talk about it and we're like, yo, you think this is due, or you just like, you just bull crapping around. And I'm like, yeah, you bull crapping around. What do you say? How much money have you invested so far, Goku? Oh, nice. You have over 10K already invested? 15K. I have decent bags. Dude, 15K is a lot of money. 15K is a lot of money. That's way more than I had my first bull run. And I remember turning like 8,000. And I used credit cards. Like you guys know I have a program which I'm about to have a course coming soon to show you guys how I did it. I pretty much got a bunch of credit cards my first bull run. Um, I was able to get the credit card companies to send me checks. Like they send me checks. I don't know what they call it back then, but it was like checks. So I took the cash off the credit cards, and I had like $8,000 that I put into crypto, and I turned that 8K into 6 figures. So trust me, 15K is a lot as long as you have it in the right stuff. You know, you have like, let's say PulseChain do, or Hex do 1,000x. You out of that 15K, you may only need 2K into Hex if it does 1,000x. If you put 2K in Hex and it does 1,000x, that's 2 million. You know, you pretty much balling, and you still would have 13K left over, to put into other things. So yeah, 15K is a lot, bro. Beyond Sane says, I am poor. I'm a poor man. So far, I have about 100K e-hacks, 3 million PulseChain, and 6 million p-hacks. PulseX. You have 100K e-hacks? 100K e-hacks. That's a lot, bro. Isn't e-hacks like? Let me see. E-hacks is. Yeah, I think you got a lot of money in how much is 100K? 1,000,000 times 0.008016. 8016 times 0.008016 is equal. Wait, what the hell? 100 times 0.00. Bro, this calculator be tripping. Times 0.008016 equals. There you go. Oh, that's 801.6 dollars. Yeah, I think, dude, that's 100,000 e-hacks is good. I mean, that's 800. That's $800. Almost 1,000. Put 200 more in there, even it off to 1,000. Because if it does 1,000x again, you make 1 million. Even with your 800,000, if it does 1,000x from here, shoots, you make 800,000. I think Hex should be able to do 1,000x again. 1,000x. It might not do another 10,000x, but I think it could do 1,000x. Anything's possible. Heck yeah. Last bull cycle, we've been seeing so much craziness. Coins doing 1,000x, 100x's, and this is supposed to be forming up to be a super bull cycle. So that means stuff I seen last bull cycle, it should be doing crazier, 3 times crazier numbers than what we seen. So trust me, bro, your 100,000 EHEX should be more than enough. If this is a super cycle, that thing can go. That should be able to do crazy numbers. TDM 10. Hey Otis, you have 10K. You have 10K. How would you invest? NFA? What's NFA? Oh, not financial advice. 10K. I mean, you guys know I'm big into the PulseChain ecosystem, so of course I'm gonna start with that ecosystem. And like I was showing you guys, you see PulseChain right here setting up. Had a nice little dip. Gotta get this bounce off of that. So this should be looking like a good. This area right here looking like a good area to DCA in. I would take 5 out of that 10K. I would take, obviously, I don't want to be a degen, but I would have put the whole 10K in this ecosystem But if you want to be safe, take 50% of that and put it in PulseChain, split it between uh, PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, well, EX and PX. So split it between those four, and you should be good. Even Ink looks like is going to be the meme coin of uh, PulseChain. But I have Teddy Bear. This right here, I also have Teddy Bear as well, and my Teddy Bear was up like 4x. Like, I think Teddy Bear might be the another meme superstar of the PulseChain ecosystem too. So I'm holding on to that too. And I only put, I wish I put more in there. I only put like a small number, like I think almost it was less than $1,000 I put in there because I had like a 4x, but it was like a little over 5K. So I think, yeah, I think I put maybe $900, or it had to have been less than 1,000. I don't know how maybe I'm up more than 4x because I saw it was worth like 4 or 5,000 I had in there or something. What else? I bought eHacks. Oh, you got a good entry. Was thinking 5K PLS and 5K PLSX and maybe 2K for eHacks. Yeah, that'll be good. But then that means you would have to put another 2K in. Maybe you said you only had 10K, but that means you have to get another 2K then. Dude, trust me, 5K is a lot for Pulse and PulseX. You're definitely gonna be. Let me see if I can find meet Sami's, your friend Sami. Let's see. He posted something about the the chart for like where you would stand according to how much coins you have in the ecosystem. I think if you put 5K worth of Hex, eHex, and EX, Hex, PulseChain and PulseX, you might be in the squid category. Let me see. I don't know how far back. This dude posts so much stuff. I don't know how far back it was, but it wasn't that far. Let's see. I'm not gonna scroll forever, but where is that post? No. Dang, where? You know what? Maybe I can find it from Google. Let me see. PulseChain. What was it called? PulseChain squid chart, I think. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, there you go. This is even better. PulseChain squid chart. So yeah, if you look here, let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. They got big. So boom. If you have, I think if you put 5K into PulseChain, you would be in the squid category, and this not a lot of people are in this category. That's a good category because you got to think about it. A lot of people are only putting like $500, $1,000, maybe $3,000 max in this. Not a lot of people have that much money, guys. Like just because we're doing it, most of the world don't have that much money. The average U.S. household don't even have $1,000 in their bank account. So you got to remember, these people are not putting that much money because we're into it. We save up and we know what we're doing. So we have more than that. But so let's see, your 5K at the current prices. Let's see how much coins that would get you. Your 5K PulseChain is at 0.0001110. So you put $5,000 divided by 0.0001110 equals, that would get you 45,045,045. So I don't think that even got you into the squid. Where's it at? Right here. Yeah, because you need 130 million tokens to be in the squid category. So your 5K would only get you 45 million tokens. So you would be a turtle, pretty much, right here, right? So that's where that's where this is the chart where you want to be somewhere in the middle. Obviously, we're not going to be no whales. Like, I mean, I would have to sell everything and put it just into PulseChain to be this whale. 130, was that trillion? No, 130 billion, right? I'm up here, but not up here. But I think after this bull run, I'll be up here for sure. You need 13 billion to be a shark. 13 billion. Let's see how much 13 billion would cost. So you can see what 13 billion, 13, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 13 billion divided by 0.0001110. That would cost you. Oh no, I gotta times it, not divide. 13, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 times 0.0001110. That would cost you what's that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, is that 1 point? Is that 1 million? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it will cost you $1,443,000. Yeah, so that's how much it'll cost you to be a shark, right? It's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money. So, but this is where you want to be, somewhere around here. Squid and dolphin. This is where I'm at, right around here. This is where you want to be at, and you want to be that in all of it, not just PulseChain. PulseChain, PulseX, Hex. You want to be around there. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hello. Yeah, I'll take Panda. I'm gonna text you because I'm still recording live. All right, bye. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Wifey's getting Panda Express. If y'all in the US, y'all know what that is. I know it's fast food, but I'm starving. Let me just text her what I want. Uh, all right, so I'm gonna get the teriyaki chicken, fried rice, and orange chicken. Let's do it. You know, I don't really eat out that much, so let's leave it up and do it. Anyway, so hopefully that answers your question, TDM10. Um, do I think Teddy can 100x? Of course. Heck yeah. Dude, I think everything on PulseChain could 100x because it's a new chain. New chains, like we have to have more. Not you got to remember, like PulseChain is a full functioning chain, guys. It's a full functioning chain. It's not just PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, and Ink. Like, yeah, that's those rich altcoins, but people are building on this chain. And when people build on chains, we're gonna have things that probably do even more better numbers than our coins itself. That's what you want to happen on your chain. So heck yeah, I think Teddy can do 100x. Shoots, could probably do 1,000x if it gets the hype of like Dogecoin and Shiba coins like that. If they can do it, why our meme coin can't do it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure, I think it can do that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. Let's look at the crypto bubbles before I go. There was a coin I was in. I don't know what the heck happened. This coin I'm in called what's it called? Elethium. Elethium. It was on here and it said 50% gain today. I don't know why it's not showing now. Why the heck is it not showing now? Might have been it might have been a little glitch because when I saw that I was like, what? Because I put a lot of money in that coin. I think that coin is gonna be um from what I read on it. Look up Elethium, guys, when you get a chance. Do your research. Obviously not financial advice. Anything I say on this channel is not financial advice. You gotta do your own research. But dang, that coin was up. I was like, what the hell? So I went to my Delta and I checked it. I was like, wait, it's not up 50%. Maybe it went up and then dropped. It had to be a glitch because like 50% in one day while everything's going down. Yeah, nah. Anyway, yeah, it's been a good stream. I like the flow of this stream when you guys are asking questions. Obviously, we go over charts a lot on the stream because you guys need to see, what we're doing, where we're going, and what I'm trying to do. Oh, look, Aptos is dropping. There we go. I need this to come down here, guys. Come down here, and then we're good. And let me show you guys. And this is after this. I'm gonna be signing off, but I'm gonna give you all a little nugget for if you guys want to compound. Albert Einstein. Let's Google what Albert Einstein say about compound interest, right? Some of you guys probably already know, but Albert Einstein is one of the smartest guys ever on the planet. Obviously, you have other people that was smart as well, but he's one of the most known. Albert Einstein on compound interest. Let me show you what he says. Read this. I'm gonna just read it from here. Albert Einstein says, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Now, let me show y'all why he says that, right? Calculator. You got to go to this is a specific site that I usually go to. Actually, it's on my phone, so I can just click here and then there it is. It's called the calculatorsite.com. And you guys get a chance, you can go check this out yourself too. The calculatorsite.com. Like when you guys see this is what got me into trading when somebody showed me this. So let's take Goku's amount of cash that he said he had, right? He said he has 10,000. So let's take Goku's $10,000. So you start out with 10K, 2, 3. That's 10K. And each trade or each each trade you get into, let's say you make 30%. And that's easy because you're going to use 10%, you're going to use 10%, not 10%, 10x leverage on your trades, which is very conservative, right? Which, like I said, not financial advice. This is something I would do, but I'm just showing you what I would do and showing you why what I do compounds and it's very effective. So you're aiming for 3% in your coins move, but you're putting 10x leverage on it, right? Which means it's going to be a 30% gain because you only need a 3% move in that stock or coin or whatever you're trading. But with a 10x leverage, it makes you make 30%. So 30%, and obviously it's gonna be, I'm gonna keep it on yearly, but don't worry about the years. It's don't worry about that saying years. This is how many trades you're gonna do. So how many trades would it take you to turn your 10K into $1,000,000 if you made 30% each trade, compounding each trade, right? So let's say let's put this at 30. Let's say you only need 30. Let's say you only do 30 trades. Obviously, this is assuming you win all 30 in a row, which is not gonna happen, but we're just assuming here, right? Um, Additional contributions, none. Now calculate. Boom. Look how crazy this is, guys. If you do if you do 30 trades starting with $10,000, you can turn that into $72 million by compounding it. I know the numbers seem crazy, but this is why you got to do this because it's pretty much possible if you take your time and trade and you take your time. And this is what I'm trying to do. This is why I'm very secretive and I'm trying to accomplish. Obviously, I'm not trying to get to 72 million because these exchanges wouldn't even be able to accommodate that. You can only get to a certain amount before you can't really trade big. You can't compound the entire thing. But even if I do it to like 5 million, is what I'm trying to do something crazy. So let's say we turn your 10K, and this is assuming you win in all the trades, right? And there's people that do 30 trades in a row and win, right? But 30% gains, guys. That's all you need. 30% each trade. Pretty much 3% each trade because you're putting 10x leverage on it. You turn 10K to 13K, 13K to 18K, 18K to 24, so forth and so forth, right? Going down. It starts off slow, but now when you get to 100, from 100,000, you jump to 143 to 193 to 260. Like the gains is you're just duplicating. Then within 16 trades, you can hit 1,000,000. 16 trades. Like you can do that pretty fairly fast if you stuck on your computer for a couple of months. You can do that fast. 16 trades. Two. If you concentrate and just do 2 good trades per month, or 3 good trades per month, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Within 5 months, you could turn 10K into 1,000,000. If you're just not taking all these little bootleg trades, if you take it serious, this is what I'm doing. I literally put money in a different brokerage account because I want to try to see if I can compound it. But the trades I take, I'm only taking like legit trades that just hit support and resistance perfectly, and like, you know, getting um right on the right symmetrical look. Like I'm not just doing any trades in this account. Like I'm trying to do this to where it's like the risk is very low each trade. So even if I lose, it's gonna be very small. So I'm gonna let y'all know how that goes. But I'm just showing you guys it's possible. It's possible. I don't know if you guys can see it, but uh, let me see. How do you zoom? Well, you guys can probably zoom in. Let me see. Yeah, you guys can see that, right? It looked pretty small on the screen here, but yeah, look, it's possible you turn 10K into 72 million within 30 trades. But like I showed you down here, at trade 16, you're already at a million. So you didn't even need to go to 72 million. Forget the 72 million. Turn 10K to 1 million in 16 trades. Just concentrate. Do 2 to 3 big trades a month. You can turn that into a million within a year, guys. 6 months, possibly. If you do 2 or 3 good trades, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, it's been fun. Uh, see y'all in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And thanks for joining into the live stream. This is gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna try to do these live streams every day, like I told y'all, unless things happen like my Achilles, me tearing my Achilles. So you guys wish me luck. Hopefully I get better soon. Um, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Again, if you're new, hit the like and subscribe. I need the numbers to go up, guys. I need the numbers to go up. I wanna get to 100K subscribers in this bull run. Because not saying some of these YouTubers don't deserve it. Like I think I can take their spot, and I can get a production going, rent out a building, make this thing big. Because they're not giving you guys real information. You know, like some of them are entertaining. That's cool, but we're not into all that other stuff. Like let's get down to nitty gritty and let's get it done. See y'all in the next video. Peace.